find your zone every day. Find your zone every day. Take a spot, find your zone every day.
What is going on, you guys? It is Dog Cost Crypto here with Dead as Doorknobs with Charlie. What's up, bro?
It's late, but hey, the market doesn't wait.
What is this? Stream 6 or 5?
I don't know.
4?
We're at the, usually once we get into crypto mindset course weekend, right?
Yep.
We lose track of all time, place, and location, and we
Right.
just enter the
great
next
abyss,
reality.
the great abyss, or the Matrix, or the Pepe verse.
Yeah, I would say we become part of the crypto matrix. That's for damn sure.
Definitely. But welcome, you guys. Pulse V4 is out. It launched, kind of stealth launch, really.
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of, but we expected as much. Anybody who was in the groups and stuff kind of figured that out. I think what people are really disappointed about was like, why no pump? Why no pump? Where 12 cents, Charlie? Charlie, I bought
6 cents first.
but I bought 6 and then it didn't do 12. So why?
In a day?
In a day. Why no pump, Charlie?
Well, sir, more patience is required if you want them gains. You can't just jump in the market one day and expect the results that same week. You know what I'm saying?
Big sad.
Hey, you can go all in on Pepe Coin if you want, but hey,
Definitely.
your choice.
I honestly, if I'm being really honest, I think it's worth a little scratcher bet.
Yeah, of course.
It's actually, I think it went down a little bit, but you don't want to buy on that wick anyway. But you never know. Memes, this meme thing is so dumb, it could probably work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. People love to buy high and sell low. That's right. It was shout out to Ballia Brand. Shout out to Dustin Olson. Shout out to Black Label Expat, man. What's your first drink after finishing the mindset course? Ooh.
That's a good question. Might be a doobie instead of a drink. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, dang, that's a good question.
I mean, we always enjoy a cigar at the cigar
Yeah.
lounge, down in Miami when we finish up. We usually grab something like a whiskey or something like like an old fashioned Tom Collins or something
Right.
along those lines. Get something nice.
I mean, I'm just gonna be ghetto with it. I'm gonna be Hennessy. I'm just going.
Hennessy's nice too. I like it.
I like Hennessy.
It gets the job done.
Definitely, man.
I like my Patron.
Oh, Patron's nice, man, and stuff. But nowadays in Miami and stuff, for people who don't, we're not in Miami right now, but it's Casamigos like crazy over there.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
weird.
Well, they've been advertising like crazy. I think I was watching the Yankees and Angels the other night because they were on, and it was Shohei Ohtani versus Mike Judge. It was pretty entertaining. But yeah, like the Casamigos were like doing these ads, and I was like, wow, they must pay a pretty penny for fucking airtime on Yankees games.
Oh, dude, they pay a lot, and so, but it is everywhere in Miami. It's insane. It's in every club. A lot of reposado and stuff like that. I mean, the white girls now know how to say one word in Spanish semi properly.
Which one?
Reposado.
What does that mean?
It just means like it means like redistilled or some shit. It's just basically like the less distilled. So like yep.
Something totally useless.
No, it's good. It's good, but it's kind of like the lower end of the tequila.
Well, no, I mean, in terms of understanding the word, it's like
Right.
you're gonna have much more functional things to learn if you
Oh,
don't
of
know
course.
any
I mean,
Spanish.
but people only learn alcohol terms or cuss words.
That's true. That's true. Or food.
Or food. Yeah.
Food is a big one.
Ocho cerveza, por favor.
Yeah. Well, dude, you don't even want to hear my Spanish. Good God. It's like, my casa is su casa, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's better than most people.
Is that something? But no, I think, like, Spanish has got to be one of those, like, my next language, man. I got my Rosetta Stone right here, right next to me, so.
Right, but can you share my screen for 1 second? Full screen me, please. But if you look at right here and stuff, I mean, right now we're at 6.3 cents right now. Pretty awesome and shit. I mean, we're way up here at 12 cents. Big sad. But if you look where we originally started, I mean, we were way down here at a penny.
Penny and a half, baby.
Penny and a half. So still, even now, 3 times from the low.
Oh,
3.3
nice.
times from the low. Even right now. I mean, so it's like, I mean, if this is the, I mean, we said this, it may have been last Moon Gang, right?
Yeah.
We were saying that, Hex pretty much has a chance to hit, 5.5 cents, something like that. Maybe, no, well, I said 5.8 cents, if I'm being honest. So 5.8 cents if we're lucky. It's probably going to muddle along like 6.3, and then we'll start lazily going back up again and stuff. And that's pretty much what's going on. And I would say, like, pretty much, I would say almost the last penny of this sell-off has just been people selling the Zen, really trying to chase the Zen pump and stuff. And yeah, but you can take it down now. Yeah, someone bought just $38 of it.
Variable.
To the moon.
There you go. Variable says he's gonna send us a bottle of Hibiki. I like it. Let's go. I'm down.
Oh, fucking Art says Mad Dog 2020 and hurricanes. That's horrible. But crypto berries, are you boys going to Miami? Yes, we will be in Miami tomorrow. We're as soon as this stream's over, we're flying directly to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is the last stream, goddamn. And it's right there.
Bye. No.
Don't you know I took the private keys with me?
Yeah. No comment.
And the boys rug. They did the final magic trick, and that was it. No.
Jesus, like what's his name? Gerald Cotton, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus, no. Like I can't. Like, no, just no.
No. No, let's survive, man.
You're having too much of a good time tonight.
No, we're having too much of a good time. Yeah, I'm a little tired, but I love it. But but it's interesting. It's just like, I'm happy V4 comes out now. We can finally get on to, like, there's no, the Pulse devs have basically said there's no V5, it's done. So now it can launch at any time now. But I want, like, PulseChain launches soon, right? So basically, I believe they could launch it right now.
Yeah.
I believe they could launch it right now. Will it be 100% perfect? No. But they could launch it in May. But if I'm gonna give you guys some real sauce right here, where I really believe we won't get until September, August. Because we need the Fed pause. If Richard's timing the market, because let me tell you this right now. I've talked to some prominent Hexagons. I've talked to a lot of people who've talked to Richard. Richard's gone complete MIA. In terms of, he's just in work mode. He barely answers any messages. He's only in some of, like, the dev chats a little bit here and there. On terms of, like, he's talking to directly people, and it's very, like, advanced sort of knowledge. So most people would read that stuff and be like, "This is gibberish." Right. Because they're talking code talk. Right. Literally, and stuff like that. So he's in full development mode right now. If I'm just going to be really honest with you. If the timeline that me and Charlie are kind of working out right now is kind of factual, and I really believe it is, right? It's, we get maybe by next month or the next couple of weeks, we get the debt ceiling raised. Boom, that's a big pump right there. That starts up the pump into the summer. We keep getting these 25 basis points increases for the next 3 months. May, June, July, and then July being where they pause finally. Then price go down. then we start at that bottom. That's where we could probably get PulseChain launching.
Yeah.
Right there. So it is going to be somewhere between late quarter 2. Well, actually, I guess it'd be like early quarter 3, basically. It's late quarter 2, or early quarter 3 is where I think PulseChain is going to launch, and that'd be like the most advantageous time to launch it right there. As well as this is when the whole presidential election stuff happens, and this is when crypto's not really being witch hunted anymore. This is also around. I mean,
I was gonna say that's not gonna be until next year when they stop the witch hunt. Like, I mean, the witch hunt's gonna keep going. I think this whole cycle, but like it'll be toned down.
It'll be toned down
once Gary Gensler's fucking fired.
As a matter of fact, man, you might putting us full screen for 1 second. There's a beautiful video about Gary Gensler here. I'd just like you all to partake a little bit.
5 minutes.
Thank you. Chair Gensler, I have a lot of questions and a limited amount of time, so if you could keep your answers to either a yes or a no, that will allow us to get through as many as possible, sir. From your perspective, is it more difficult now for the digital asset industry to access financial products and services in the United States than it was, say, 2 years ago?
The look on his face.
I didn't even pause it, bro. I didn't even mute it.
He just like doesn't even know what to say. He's just
dead
like,
silence. The honorable man. Get the hell out of the honorable.
The dishonorable Gary Gensler.
Just look at that lag time, dude. I had to check right now if I paused it by accident. 3, 4, 5.
Sir, I'm not running one of those businesses. If they came into compliance, I think
Reclaiming my time. The answer, sir, is yes. Do you think you and the SEC have had a role to play in that?
Not sure on this one either.
I think we have a role to protect the American investor and the capital markets. And
Reclaiming my time, sir. You have played an obvious role in that. During your tenure at the SEC, how many rules has the SEC finalized that actually accommodate the existing regulatory framework and are specifically to the digital asset industry so the crypto market can come into compliance?
It's our rule books that are on the books for years, so we have not finalized any new rule specifically with regard to crypto. We've proposed some things in best execution. We've also...
Sir, reclaiming my time. The answer is 0. How many enforcement actions?
That was just too good right there. Too fucking good.
Shit. Dude, that's gotta be the meme of the day.
0.
Reclaiming my time. Full screen this one more time. Let's listen to this thing. This is glorious bashing. I love this.
Has the SEC levied against digital asset companies during your tenure, sir?
I think it's probably 40 or 50.
The answer, sir, is about 55. My understanding is that the biggest crypto failure in history is probably FTX at $9 billion. Were you the chairman of the SEC when FTX collapsed?
Yes.
I love the face. Look at he paused at the perfect spot right there. The look on his face is like, yes, but I don't know if I should say that.
Pull it down for 1 second. Sorry, I'm just getting bogged down by things. Wait 1 second.
Yeah, you're all good.
Jesus Christ.
You press bottom right exit.
It just says big titty goth. Big titty. Oh my God. But there we go. Let's get that. This guy. Jeez.
And how many times did you meet with FTX prior to their collapse?
I think my public record shows 2.
You met it with FTX at least twice, and arguably...
Public record.
Public.
He noticed the wording there. He ad-libs and he filibusters enough, but he said, I believe on public record I've met them twice. We know that he is family friends with Caroline Ellison's family through MIT, and therefore also family friends via relations through Stanford to Sam Bankman-Fried's parents. And we know he met them multiple times in the Bahamas, right? And the last time that I think he was recorded to have met them was May of 2022, right? And that was about 6 months before the absolute collapse of FTX. And he did not see it coming. And his whole freaking job is to protect the American people against stuff like that. And he met them. He's family friends with them. He's having burgers, beers, whatever. And he didn't see it. Yeah, fucking right.
Didn't see it. And then the reason he even got his job at the SEC was basically because of what's that girl's name?
Caroline Ellison.
Caroline Ellison's father basically promoted him to the head of the department, and then
in
from
MIT.
At MIT, and then from there he was appointed to his chairman position.
Yeah, a little back scratching favors here and there,
And then let's not forget too is if Sam Bankman-Fried's father also wrote all the rules for all hedge funds, and so his dad knew every damn loophole in the book because he wrote it,
including paying off Gary Gensler. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything, but yeah.
Let's let Mr. Elmer Glue destroy this man.
The second biggest crypto failure in history was Terra Luna. Who was the chairman of the SEC when Terra Luna collapsed, sir?
We had brought...
You were, sir, reclaiming my time. You were. There are 5 members on the commission. Do you believe your speech...
I'll give him one. I'll give him one out right here. Look, most of these other ones were kind of his fault. Like he could have, but the Luna one was a South Korean thing,
right?
If we're being honest, so like
in Singapore, right?
But they also made it in a way but I guess if he had made it very easy, maybe even more U.S. funds would have got caught up in Luna, right? So I this is the only point right here. I'll give him a little out here, but the rest of it is like pretty condemned, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Speeches and interviews are to serve as the official position of the SEC.
I can only speak for myself when I'm speaking.
Again, sir, in a statement on the SEC website, you are quoted saying the Kraken staking as a service enforcement action should make clear to the marketplace that staking as a service providers must register. But again, you haven't provided any rules for how that can be done. I must remind you, your public statements are not regulations. It's not responsible to expect the American people to assume your statements are a substitute for rules. Do you agree with
that right there is true. What you tweet is not the rules. It's the laws, and you haven't put any laws in place at all.
Yep.
So he means he can just flip-flop between back and right. He's basically acting like he's like China. I like crypto. No. Yes, no. Yes, no.
Hot, cold.
Yeah, which is, you can't do that. And it's drove a lot of like innovation that could have been here in the States abroad.
Yep.
Which is really bad, you guys, because now we're in a position where, maybe someone else can actually be the leader in the space. Because right now, the reason we're still even in control at all somewhat is because the money's here. But at some point, the ball got rolled so much, and even places like Dubai or anywhere else and so that could actually be really the main hub now. And that's not good.
Right. For America.
Regarding the digital asset industry. The SEC needs additional congressional authorities to prevent transactions, products, and platforms from falling between the regulatory cracks.
I think that it's a largely non-compliant field. And
sir, again, I asked you to comply with my questions, and I'm asking you if you agree with that quote. And I'm going to tell you, I'm quoting you from an August 3rd, 2021 article where you, and I believe you told Congressman Hill earlier that you need congressional authority to regulate stablecoins, and stablecoins happen to be a significant percentage of the crypto market. So the question is, when were you telling the truth? To Mr. Hill or to me? You've got to start answering these questions in a more transparent manner, sir. Does it concern you, by the way, that your approach to the digital asset industry is actually driving this industry out of the United States?
We're trying to drive it to compliance, and if they're not complying with the laws, then they shouldn't be offering their products.
Reclaiming my time. Madam Chair, I would like to enter into the record this Wall Street Journal article from April 14th, 2023, detailing China's ploy to open its banking system to crypto firms in an effort to seize an opportunity created by our hostile regulatory environment, which, Mr. Chair, you're a big part of.
Without objection.
Chair Gensler, FTX was domiciled abroad and so is Binance, yet American consumers still had access to both. You can't really think that pushing this industry abroad is going to protect American consumers when it hasn't several times in the past on your watch. You say the crypto market is rife with non-compliance. However, existing SEC rules make no sense for blockchain-based companies, and following them would actually kill these businesses. Your regulatory style lacks flexibility and nuance, and as a result, you've been an incompetent cop on the beat, doing nothing to protect everyday Americans and pushing American firms into the hands of the CCP. Your intention to work against SEC mission and put American investors in harm's way has been made very apparent, sir. It's been a year and a half since you've appeared before this committee. You need to answer to Congress about the issues that you've had with the SEC staff union, the work environment you've cultivated at the SEC that's led to hemorrhaging of senior staff, the intellectual inconsistency of your regulatory treatment towards Bitcoin spot ETFs, and your politicization of capital formation opportunities through your treatment of certain SPACs. And that's just to name a few.
Whew.
Yep.
Whew. Oh, it's filthy. Take
Yeah.
me down. Go ahead.
No,
Sheesh.
I've been watching Tom Emmer a while. He's actually a congressman from Minnesota. He's in charge of the Republican Party in Congress, I think, right now.
Right.
He's like the majority whip or whatever that's called, right? And I don't know. I swear to God, he's been, really understanding crypto, or at least getting somebody around him who does, because he talks so much more eloquently about all this stuff than almost any other person in the United States government. There was it was funny. It was like Ted Cruz had like a moment where he was like he's still pro Bitcoin, but like he had a moment where he's like talking sense about Bitcoin for a bit. Right. And then he's like kind of stepped on that a little bit. And like, I'm not sure about this energy thing, and it's like, I like people who have the courage of their conviction, actually understand what they're talking about and really, push this thing forward. So, we need more people like that.
No, definitely we do and stuff. And then just all that, like I have made these little, I should call them conspiracies and stuff, but I've said things about like, oh, magic that like Germany decides to turn off all their nuclear reactors
at the worst possible time.
At the worst possible time, and then pass a pipeline that pretty much makes it that they get 87% of all their natural gas from their complete rival and and past military it's unfathomable and stuff like that this actually happens, and that has to be damn near like other nations putting money into the political system to encourage things.
Yep.
And I really believe that happened in Germany because of France and because of Russia. And I believe the thing is, I wish we knew who it was. I mean, I CCP for sure, but there's a lot of enemies America has, and they're pushing certain agendas to basically weaken this country. And now they've seen like, oh wow, they're really fucking up on the crypto stuff. China goes full bore crypto now.
Yep.
Magic.
Everything's super legalized, licensed from June of this year in Hong Kong, baby.
Now your crypto is actually now legal property, so they can steal it. But
yeah, they actually Hong Kong recently said like all crypto is property under Chinese law for that market.
And you don't have your PulseChain right now. Yeah. Damn. You don't have your Ethereum and your MetaMask. Damn. What are we doing right now, you guys? I mean, right now is the time. Buy your Ethereum right now. Buy your Hex. Buy your Bitcoin. Buy your altcoins. Just buy right now. This is the year to buy. Your dynamic DCA, be damned. Get in your crypto positions now. If it goes lower, buy more. I mean, I'm not gonna play the meme of what's his name?
Michael Saylor.
Michael Saylor and stuff, just telling you to sell your children to slavery and all this other stuff. But basically, this is the time to really purchase now. And then on top of that, look, I warned people about this. I wouldn't say this for a while, but I would say I've really been on this maybe the last 3-4 weeks now, that the GUI was still moderately low. It wasn't that expensive. And now people are starting to see like, oh, wow, these transactions are starting to kind of creep up a little bit. And then, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Oh, all these L1s are going to fail. This is so stupid. Ethereum's gas fees are like, they're not even a problem. Why do we need PulseChain? Why do you need Phantom? Why do you need any OP, Arbitrum? This is so dumb. And now the Ethereum fees are going up kind of, now people are like, this ain't looking too shabby now.
These cheap fees aren't looking too bad.
Yeah, and this is what's good, and this is ebb and flow and stuff. These upgrades that happen to Ethereum, like just adding that simple upgrade of just being able to stake and unstake your 32 Ethereum as validator nodes is adding more transactions to Ethereum. I mean, just imagine that shit. Like, I mean, even for PulseChain, right, as an example, right, we have 4,000 validators, so probably we're gonna have 8,000 eventually. Once people get really used to it, they know how to do it. We might have 12,000 wallets. I'll call it individuals, right? Men of God, under Richard Hart, right? Staking their PulseChain, validating, getting their essentially their dividend or basically their dividend or their stipend or whatever, or their burn stake or whatever the hell we're fucking calling it now, right? And all this extra yield that's hitting us right now and stuff. That's going to cause more transactions. Now on PulseChain, it'll be fine because we have much more throughput, lower denominator. It's just going to be cheaper overall, so that's not going to be a problem. But on Ethereum, as more people get comfortable, more people start using Rocket Pool, something that you've been really on for a long time.
You
now.
As well, man.
Yeah.
Every crypto mindset course, right? We'd make a list of like 40 or 50 coins. Every time we come to Rocket Pool, me and DCC are like, yeah, it should be on the list.
It should be on the list.
It wasn't just until like recently that we're like, okay, it's breaking out. Now it's looking like it's going to do a real good run here.
Right. So all these things. And on top of that, right, If we hit $44,000 Bitcoin this year, I don't know how on God's green earth we ain't at $5,000 Ethereum.
Yeah.
Let me say that again. The all-time high for Bitcoin, $69,000. The all-time high for Ethereum was $5,100, right? I'll call it $5,000
Yeah.
bucks.
4,990.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
And 69 cents.
There you go.
Yeah. But
420.
420, right? But with these prices, right? Ethereum's changed, more people are staking it, less is getting emitted. We're talking about like $8 billion current price, $8 billion a year less dumping on the open market from miners. Alone, just that one change, $8 billion less of Ethereum hitting the open market, dumping, hurting the price because of electricity costs.
Nice.
So reduced sell pressure, more stakers. The yield that does come out, most people aren't really selling it. So you don't really have like the top 20 wallets actually collecting any yield at all that's meaningful and selling it. Most people are just going to keep it there for the next year and some change until like the Ethereum prices get good and then they pull it out and they sell, right? And you're telling me we're not going to hit all, like I am very confident we're going to retest all-time highs or pass all-time highs of Ethereum this year. Bitcoin, no.
Yeah.
No.
And the interesting, if I was going to be bearish on Ethereum, right?
Right.
I would say like, okay, $4,000.
Okay.
Right? Kind of like a 2x from where we're at now, essentially. And, you know, there are a few ways Ethereum can lose steam. Vitalik can say something stupid. You know, like sometimes it's just something like a small thing like that can like mute it down. But that would be like my bearish case, right? So it's like,
Right.
you know, regardless, both Ethereum and Bitcoin are going to, you know, go towards the higher end, you know, but like, yeah, if one of them is going to break their all-time high, it's definitely going to be Ethereum. It's definitely not going to be Bitcoin right now. And, you know, but Bitcoin's been following its 4-year cycles to the T. And so, you know, steady Eddie as it goes there.
Right. Now, I'm going to go break into my crystal ball here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to give you a little juice. This is the last stream we're doing before we're in Miami.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to give you a little sauce.
Uh-oh.
Warning. Peak opium may induce certain hallucinations upon your portfolio.
It may cause you to liquidate your kidneys and immediately sell your cat and dogs.
Yeah. Be warned. Erectile dysfunction is cured with certain things. All right.
I mean, if once you're buying, I mean that fixes all.
I mean, even Trump recently in this, I think he just did an interview on the Nelk Boys recently, right? Great interview, 40 minutes. Go listen to it. Be a patriot. But even in there, he even said like, yeah, we have a bad recession coming. Even he's saying that.
Yep.
So what does that mean? They're kicking down the can down the road. They're going to raise the debt ceiling. We're getting 75 basis points. Basically, we're going to have a nice little run, but it's going to be a little long in the tooth. And that means 24. They're not going to allow it during an election year to go shit. But after, so it's looking like somewhere between late 24, 25. Pop. It goes pop. And you don't want to buy in 23. We're not even past the halfway point.
Not even close.
We're 33% into the year. And you want to pussyfoot around and not buy.
I don't know, man. There's a stat out there recently that said only 30% of people who are currently in the crypto market or who have been in the crypto market the last few years, right now, only about 30% of them are willing to basically take the risk and purchase anything in the market, which is wild to me because we're literally at the best prices, right? And we were for 6 months, right? From June, July of last year all the way through December, right? We basically had the best buy opportunities there for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the like. And then, what are you doing? You know, like there's going to be a lot of people, I think, who missed the ride up, right? Again, they FOMO in towards the top when Bitcoin's in the 40Ks and Ethereum's in the 4,000s. Right? They're like, okay, now it's time to purchase. Everybody says it's okay again. Everybody else is making money, so and then they make the same fucking mistake again, right? And then it goes down, and they say crypto's the devil, right? It's all crypto's fault that I'm, you know, poor and whatever, and eating ramen and you know. Ramen in Japan.
Chill with the ramen talk.
It depends, right? Ramen in America versus ramen in Japan. If you're ramen in Japan, you're good. I mean, it's still a little low class, but hey,
is it really?
A little bit.
Oh,
but
okay.
like it's like one of those things. Like when you're going from bar to bar or whatever at like 2 a.m. Right, stop by a ramen shop, sober you up a little bit, and you're good to go for another few hours. But
I hear like I feel like my ears are like bleeding. I cannot believe I've just heard like a person that lived in Japan tell me like people from Japan say like, ramen's kind of for chumps.
Well, no, it's not for like everybody loves it. It's a matter of like I guess it's how do I describe it? It's like an everyman thing, right?
Right.
It's like every guy, not that many girls, but it's been more popular with girls recently. But it's kind of like a
Gotcha.
dude thing, and a lot of guys like really love ramen. So it's kind of like I don't know, like the work class. Bring up your sleeves. You have your ramen. You have your beer.
Yeah,
your cold
yeah,
beer.
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's good, but like it's not like American ramen where it's like $1 and you fucking throw it in some water and
Right.
shit. But it's good. But anyways, that's not the point.
Ramen talk.
I could go ramen talk for a while. A ramen connoisseur. But no, the whole point here being essentially I lost my train of thought. No, I'm joking. Well, half. But basically, yeah, it's time to not pussyfoot around, right? It's time to throw in that little extra chunk of change and be part of the move to the upside. And you will have, if you do that, oh my God, you'll have to take profit. Such a scary thing, right? But that's better to do this now while Bitcoin is under 30K, right? Rather than try to chase the pump. Because some people are like, okay, I'm not going to chase the pump. I'm going to wait till the end of this year till there's a lot of better prices and stuff like that. Almost all those people emotionally get caught up in the wave at some point just because price is too high. Emotionally, they just can't help but press the button. And then they go all in on one price and shit ain't good. So, if you want to avoid that fate and you want to make some good money in Q2, I don't know. There might be something that I heard coming around the corner called the Crypto Mindset Course Q2. That's
Yes,
looking
sir.
pretty good.
That's launching when? Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, supposed to be.
Supposed to be, man. But oh shoot, look at this. Rational Mail, man. If you're wait. Shout out to Rollies in the chat. If you're a guy who makes millions of dollars off the crypto market, are you participating in the labor force?
It's a good question. You are I shouldn't say labor because you're not in the labor force, but you're in the economic force.
Yeah.
Right? You are, and I think this, when you look at Wall Street, right? You're part of the flow of money. The more money that is flowing, right? The better for the economy overall, the healthier the economy, and the more opportunities in the labor force that can be created. So it's a symbiotic relationship in some way.
Levitus. Yeah, that's me. I couldn't find a job, barely held on to what I had, so I missed the wind up to where it is now, but I'm back in, able to invest, just hoping now is a good time to it is a good time to buy. It's just make sure that since you're barely back right now, make sure you're a little Ethereum heavy.
Yep.
And then from there, I would say to be safe, 50% Ethereum, the rest are alts.
Yep.
Something like that. And by alts, I mean L1s, some Hex.
Stuff you could hold for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, something that you actually can care about and stuff like that. But even if you were just into total dumb stuff, if half the portfolio is Ethereum, if you just are you're just whiffing it, that 50% Ethereum will save your butt later. It really, really will. It's just remember that you have to keep it at 50%. That means the other capital you gotta rebalance with with
Every
DCA.
once in a while, maybe once or twice a year. But yeah, I would say the Ethereum's that rudder, right? It'll keep you stable. It will keep your boat from capsizing for sure.
Right. So just to reiterate, right? Pulse V4 launches, nothing burger, but it's good. There's going to be no V5, right? Maybe there's a V. Maybe it'd be funny. There's a V4.20, but there's basically it's done right now. They're just polishing up. They're just polishing it up right now. I think the real big thing right now that I think is really holding things up a little, if there's any hold up right now, is that they're really trying to figure out the correct yield for the validators. Because right now there's 4,000 validators and it's 37% APR. Not bad, a tad high. Now, once the market opens, because not everyone's on the testnet. People have gotten tired of the testnet, so it's really turbo dorks on the testnet.
Crypto Coffee. No.
Shout out to Crypto Coffee, my boy.
Oh, he's always got some
My
good
dog.
stuff going there. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the turbo dorks. I mean, the real not even power. I mean, I was playing around with it. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But you have these validators. You're 32 million PulseChain. You create your validator node, and boom, you're earning this yield. Now, that's 4,000 in the testnet. So that means we can at least 3 or 4 exit. That's probably, maybe that's high, but you got to imagine some people have double wallets for some reason. Some people just have this node and that node. It's a way they can earn yield, and then they only pull this chunk off. Who knows what strategies people are using? I think a lot of people are probably doing multiple nodes for some reason.
Yeah.
And so I would imagine we're probably going to have 12,000 nodes, 12,000 validators. I'll call them nodes. And that's going to distribute more yield to more of these nodes, which lowers the APR down. So the real competition here is Ethereum is paying a 4% APR, right? 4% yield. That is now the baseline dividend of all of crypto now. That 4% is going to be what they rehypothecate up and multiply and yield out and stretch out and borrow against for this market and stuff. That is craziness. That means when during times of high volatility, people unstake themselves. You could get temporary times where Ethereum yield can go up to 12% APY. Are you going to get that? No. Let's just say if I stake my right now, boom, it launches. I have my 4% yield in Ethereum, and then I keep it there for the whole year. It doesn't matter what happens to the price. What'll happen is, because I never move my coins, I'll probably average 5 to 6% yield.
Right.
But guys with special with special contracts and stuff can take advantage of that time. It goes up to 12%, get that super yield, pay down something back, repay it back, collect all the extra cash and stuff. So there is strategies there and stuff, which we'll teach you guys. But right now the mechanisms are very virgin. It's very, very new, very it's fertile ground, but very unplowed. Basically, very very
needs
like
a little work.
Needs a little work and stuff. It's still a little shaky, but this stuff is coming, and this is where some of the income's coming in. You're also going to see this is another reason why I'm so bullish on Ethereum overall. We still are going to get a very big dip on Ethereum later on. So right now is a good time to buy. 6 months from now, a great time to buy Ethereum again.
Yep, end of year,
and that's
Q4.
it. And that's it. And that's cheap Ethereum is over.
Yeah, you should be having your long-term stuff set by, I would say, latest January of 2024, right? In terms of like long-term stuff, right? But I would say, like, in terms of stuff being set for 2023, right? Once Bitcoin's back past $30,000, it starts getting hard again. So, and then the other thing, I think Ethereum, right? It's basically, just you can't go wrong. So I think a lot of people watching us have only been in crypto during the downtrend, right? So they never experienced the all-time high on Ethereum and stuff like that. It's like, when in doubt, just buy ETH, making sure you keep that rudder going, right? But yeah, I think there's a lot of people who just need to hear that, I think, a little bit more often, because right now we have over 500 people who are looking to get into the crypto mindset course for Q2 for the first time ever.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and so like we got a lot of people on the channel who are like value investors, I would say. Yeah. Right, and these people tend to do the best in crypto. Like, they take the risk, they go against the grain, where 70% of the market says we ain't playing with this stuff right now, right? But they go against the grain, they get that value investor buy. They're the happiest people when it comes to new all-time highs, because they don't have to buy anymore if they don't want to. They tend to buy here and there, new coins and stuff like that. But then, the second half of 2024, they're set. They put their feet up. They go to fucking, Cabo or something, right?
Cabo.
I don't know, wherever the fuck people want to go, right? Yeah. Maldives, would be pretty good. Have your martini or whatever and
Mai Tai,
whatever it is, pina colada,
But so to go back onto that now for PulseChain, right? To be competitive, it has to be somewhere between 5 to 7%. I think having an 11 or 12 baseline, it's a little high,
right? Personally.
But that means if you stake PulseChain for a full year, you could probably on the first year average 20%. Second year, it's going to average closer to 3 to 4. Is what's going to happen is as like the chain becomes more higher in price. This is some serious shit right here, and we're going to get into an unbelievable amount of detail, as well as all the different scenarios. Surprise launch, not surprise launch. I mean, bridge, no bridge. I mean, every possibility under the sun.
In the ecosystem.
All coins in the ecosystem,
What's
everything.
Good, what's not.
We're having so many webinars on PulseChain. If for some reason in the middle of PulseChain, if in the middle of the course it launches, we will temporarily pause the course and just have nothing but webinars to make sure that everyone's onboarded correctly. Everyone's got like how-to webinars.
And if you don't have any or whatever, we'll help you, find out what the bridge is going to do and all that stuff. We'll help everybody out with the launch.
Yes. Everyone with the launch. We'll make sure everything's good. And then from there, unpause and go right back into the market like that.
We literally won't be on YouTube at that time.
Correct. So we're only going to be just working for you. You know
Q2
what I mean?
Crypto Mindset course. I fumbled that one.
No, it's okay, man.
It's getting late out here.
Yeah. I mean, we've been streaming all day. I mean, literally all day. But, but it's true. Like, we're going to take care of, we've always taken care of our guys and stuff like that. And we've always just held that bullet in the chamber of, like, when it launches, boom, like, we're all in. We took, how well we took care of our guys? 6 months. November till now, we haven't done a course.
Yep. And what happened in November on the same week that we launched the course?
The all-time low for Bitcoin.
Literally the same week we launched the course for the Q4 Q1 Crypto Mindset course. We launched it on the low of the bear market, right? And we basically are like, hey, we're going to support you guys throughout Q1 as much as possible. We supported everybody into early Q2. I mean, that is a good bang for your buck right there. And I would say, that's like the people who are really understanding the market, right? Like the true blue moon gangers. But I would say, like where we are now compared to that mid 40K Bitcoin range and also that higher end of Ethereum, that first move that we had at the beginning of the year, that was the appetizer. And that was about 50% of the move. Right. We're only halfway through this move. And like you said, if it gets a little long in the tooth, we could go a little longer too. Not in terms of necessarily Bitcoin price, but just in terms of like how long the market kind of may stay up in that stratosphere level. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. I would say anybody who, has been in the previous courses over the course of the last year should get in, of course. But then anybody who has missed the boat on things like, they might be like, shit, I've already missed the boat. Bitcoin's almost 30K again. Well, it's like,
it's not too late.
It's not too late. Yeah.
But get the guidance now. See what we've been looking at. We didn't leave. We were researching, and it's not just that we were just researching Hex and PulseChain and all this other ecosystems. There's a bunch of opportunities. There's other ecosystems because I've been buying heavily into, and ones that I'm planning to buy in heavily. And we've let you in on a lot of stuff and everything like that. I mean, like we were some of the first we were the first. I wouldn't say the major channel, but we were the first kind of like courses or anything that really talked about Gala and stuff.
Right.
It ripped up within 2 months. It basically did an 81x.
Yeah.
In 2 months. Now it's come back down. Most people think it's a shitcoin. It died and stuff. It's rebranding itself. It's making an L1. It's doing all this stuff. It's going to be a major player on this next cycle and stuff. We've been talking about GameFi since forever.
Right.
It's going to be it's one of the major.
Before it was known as GameFi.
Before it was named as GameFi, it was just looking at like these flash games or whatever the hell it is. Right. It's just thing after thing after thing after thing. We're trying to put you guys on, keep you guys relevant. The thing is like, look. We will never tell you to be all in on one coin. I love Hex and stuff, and I really do. I've got a lot of it. I staked it out. I'm a Hexican and stuff, but I still build my other part of my portfolio because, for one, I like to keep that knife as sharp as possible. Steel cuts steel. Damascus.
Yeah. Well, which is what we do in the crypto mindset course as well, right? Like everybody who jumps in, it's like, oh shit, like I only know some stuff. I'm kind of like lost here.
Right.
Well, you have a lot of other people to help you that have been in your position that will pay it forward and be like, yeah, I'll take the time to help you out and, run you through this stuff. So we got an awesome group of people in there as well for veterans as well as new people jumping in.
Right. So now I'm going to answer two quick super chats. Raul Pena, what is your guys' conservative and bullish market cap price for Hex Fiat for the next 2 years or so? It can do very well, but I want to wait until after. Well, the thing with Fiat, the total supply is out. In terms of like what it's got 55 million. It's a bunch of fives. 55 million point 5 tokens, right? So that one's a little more easier to figure out and stuff in terms of a total market cap, but not all the coins are out and not all the coins are circulating and stuff like that. So there's the math. It's a lot of these answers will be answered once it actually has its app out and running and stuff. Then from there, proper things. But with Pulse, with that one's not that hard. You have a $5. You have a $5 e-fiat price and stuff like that. It could very easily go to like $250 million market cap very easily. That's not that difficult in a market when right now we're 1.2 trillion and we go up to 5 trillion. The best projects get more of that lemon. The tide rises all boats, but some boats ride higher than others, much higher than others. It's kind of like 80% of the move everyone gets, and that last 20% gets concentrated in the top 20 projects, the top 100, 200 projects. And that is a lot of money. That's a lot of market cap. That's a lot of movement and price of tokens and stuff like that. And I think we've pinpointed a lot of great tokens that are going to do very well, but you can't marry these hoes. You got to take profits when you get the profits and stuff. So for Hex, I've always thought that the market price with Hex has always been kind of, it's like if we look on Coin Paprika right now, right, it is the 9th largest market cap right now at $13 billion in market cap. But at the same time, market cap is a vanity metric at the end of the day. But it is something we used to track because if market cap equaled price of token, 100% correlation, awesome. We'd use it like all the time. But market cap can be very deceiving,
right?
And also on top of that, what coins are counted, what's not. If Bitcoin, if with Bitcoin, if the way they treat a lot of other coins, they would probably treat Bitcoin like, let's not count all Satoshi's coins, let's count all the inactive coins. You would not count it would significantly lower the market cap of Bitcoin. But that would lower the total market cap of crypto, which is bad.
Right. Well, and it's also it's an imperfect metric, but people use it, so therefore, right? It's useful.
It's useful. So we're going to teach and talk to you guys about everything about this and stuff like that. So we'll keep you guys informed and stuff like that. Now let me get to the second one right here. Alex H. I will fight with the $5 super chat. I'm 23. I have $8,000 in debts. I continue my dynamic DCA or focus on cutting debt down. I'm looking forward to the Q2 course. Now, two things. One, what type of debt is it? Is it credit card debt versus just you borrowed from your parents, or it's a personal loan? That's a little bit different in terms. If it's credit card, oh shit, dang, that's tough because those payments, I can just guesstimate $8,000 in credit card payments is like $600 to $900 in payments and stuff. You know, it's just to not even pay it off really. Yeah, it's like dang. Versus it's a personal loan. Okay, maybe it's a $500, $400 payment, depending on terms, or you owe your parents. Sorry, Mom. No Christmas this year.
Well, and at 23, right, if you're working, great, but if you don't have an income stream, right, that can get hard.
That can get hard. So if you're working and it's fine, you can dynamic DCA now. This is, I mean, I don't always recommend this, but this is what I did myself, like during, especially during 2019 and 2020. I basically was dynamic DCAing those 2 years very heavily, and then as we got into 2021, I paid off all my debts. I started concentrating my DCAs because I wasn't finding some moves not to be the best, and just started paying off debt at that point.
Yeah.
It's all about if the terms are good and you can handle it. 8,000 is not that crazy in the grand scheme of things, but it all depends. Are you working or not and stuff like that? And if it looks like you're already going into the Crypto Mindset course, so good on you, Alex. And we can help you a little bit more like that in the AMAs and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, be the squeaky wheel that gets the grease, right?
Right.
Like we want people to, ask questions in the chat, ask questions during the live webinars, like as many things as you can. Like the more active you are, the more you get out of it, right?
Right. So when you're in the Crypto Mindset course with us, you guys, literally what Charlie said right now, ask questions, be there live, ask us. We do a live AMA every single time after we get past the main subject, which is somewhere between 2 to 3 hours. The last hour or 2 hours, straight AMA. You can ask us on topic questions. Once the AMA is turned off, you can ask us more off the rails questions. Or in some days we also have full catch up days where it's all day AMAs. Ask us all your questions. We'll help you out. As long as they're not too portfolio specific sometimes.
Yeah, as long as it's useful for everybody involved, right? Like we'll try to make the answers and everything like teaching moments for everybody who's taking the course.
Right. Now, what time is it right
now? It is
9:35.
9:30. Okay, let me. 9:35. Trying to make sure we don't miss our flight.
We got some time, but not too much.
Okay, this is a little degenerate, Charlie. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
All right. Fuck, I don't know how many people are live right now. 320? Yeah, 320. Okay. All right. Fuck it. Type one in the chat. Since we're going to be flying right now and everything like that.
Yeah, we're going to be flying from like the next few hours till like in the morning, basically.
Because we launched the course, we're supposed to launch the course in 3 hours, right?
Yeah. Basically once it rolls over to the 21st.
Okay. Type one in the chat if you want to be able to get in the course right now. We can. Is it cool if we launch a little bit early?
Yeah, I got stuff prepared. So like, if we want to like throw it in there and be like, "Hey guys, you can get in now," and then all is well. No problem.
Yeah, if you guys want to get in right now, we'll launch it early right now just for guys that are watching on live chat right now. We'll give you a link that works right now, and then
but only if you want it.
Only if you want it.
If you don't want it, like we'll just we'll do.
If you want to be poor,
we'll do a stream tomorrow afternoon instead, and we'll say you have to wait another 15, 16 hours before you can get into the course.
Right. I mean, it's just like if you just don't want to make money and stuff, you want to be left out in the dust. One of the things like I get really scared about this shit is that there's guys. I mean, there's people who've been in Hex a really long time, and they're quite informed already. They kind of know what's going on, but even they have questions. Imagine the guy who just got in. Fuck, and it scares the fuck out of me because there's so many YouTubers that are going to give us all this terrible information.
Yeah.
Me and Charlie don't like, in terms of not that we don't have a leg in the race, right? But it's more like we don't have an incentive to misguide you. Why? Why? I mean, why would we like? There's a lot of YouTubers who are like, no. This is the plan. You dump your Pulse chain, you buy Zen Pulse Doge. just buy it 25%. And they never give you something like, bro, get a bag, bro. Get a bag of that fucking Zen Pulse Doge, bro.
Yeah.
You got to get it in right now. And then you're like, yes, sir. And then they'll jump in and then like lemmings into the fucking fire.
Yeah.
We'll never do that to you. I'm going to yell at people. I'm going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? You got $1,000 of coins. Stay put.
Yep.
DCA. Don't swing trade versus someone who has a larger amount of coins. Okay, you can play a little bit here versus, okay, you got a monster bag.
Yep.
There's a couple things, but you still shouldn't move all this stuff. A lot of people are going to get sliced and diced. And I've met look if you go on YouTube, right? I'm not calling any names out. How many people have done these videos about this fucking V4, V3, V2B? I mean, it sounded like fucking COVID shots and shit. How many of these guys have done all these things? Look at where the price is at here. Look at the yield here. APY is going to be this, and the APY is going to be that. Oh my God, my pussy bleeds. I'm transitioning. Like, what are we talking about here? And then these guys get you all hyped up. We're king of uncut hopium, right? But at the same time, like, you're selling, you're not using. These guys are using, and they're so far up their own asses, they believe their own bullshit. And it scares me a little bit because once the hype goes in, they're the ones that are going to lead you. You might even make a little profit in the beginning, and they're going to lead you into fucking self-destruction and self-hate because I fucking promise you, PulseChain at some point is going to do a 95% dump down so fucking bad that you and your mom and your dad and your fucking uncles are going to roll in their fucking graves and say, holy shit, what the fuck did you get me into? What happened? Where's my money? Because by the time you're all hyped up, you are going to be like, Uncle, you need to get in. Mom, you need to get in. At the fucking tippy local top.
Oh, 12 cents, 13 cents, right?
It'll go to a penny, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cents. And then, boom. And then all I got to do is hit you with a Pepe. And that's it. And then it's just, gone.
We don't have a man sleeping on the job.
I know, sleeping on the job.
That sounded like it was maybe not leading into the Pepe. It's happening.
Chat,
it's happening.
Sleeping on the job, all this Doge we pay you, all this Shitobi, all these shit coins we fucking shill you and stuff, and you're sleeping on the job. You're the man sitting closest to the hype right now, closest to the uncut hopium and stuff, sleeping on the job.
I thought you were gonna say something about hex pump or something. I didn't want to cut you off.
But you could have.
I could have
cut you
didn't
off.
have to. But it looks like, I don't know, I see plenty of ones in the chat. It's looking pretty good.
Let's do it here, man. Here you go, man.
Share that screen, baby. You got it up?
Let me just post it on the chat for the guys. There you go. Crypto Mindset Q2 is live now. Share it on screen. Boom. $9.97 right now. You can pay with. I mean, you want to go through the spiel on this and stuff in terms of payment gateways and stuff?
So once you press the link, you can come over here to Crypto Mindset, the course, right? It's on cultivatecrypto.com/product, and you go into the shop and you see Crypto Mindset course is live. You can basically press add to cart, and that will give you the opportunity or availability to pay in, I think it's either PayPal or credit card. I would recommend credit card because PayPal is PayPal.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it at that.
But it's there for you. It's there for you.
And you can pay in installments if you need to pay more than one time through PayPal. That is an option, I believe. There's Google Pay. And then, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom on the fine print there, right there, there's a Coinbase link and address. I believe if you refresh the page, might be because you went onto the website earlier, that should be a hyperlink now. There we go. So if you press that real quick, just press it.
Boom.
That'll bring you over to pay for the Crypto Mindset course in Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? So then you just follow the prompts here, and you'll be able to get into the course. And if you go back to the main page, Miguel.
1 second. Bam.
There you go. Then basically right there, it'll give you in the Q&A portion the details of what you need to pay in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Make sure right? That you got the correct address, everything is good, all that jazz, right? And just follow those instructions to a T if you're going to pay in crypto. But then, boom, you get that nice, juicy 15% off discount.
Highlighted right there.
I was telling people 10 for about a month just because I wanted to surprise a few people. But hey, we'll do a 15%. Why not? I know we're all expecting 15%. It's not a surprise here. We do this every quarter. But hey, we want to make sure.
We're giving it to you.
We want to make sure to give you guys the best deal, to be honest. And for anybody who is in the Citadel, go into the Citadel. You'll see a pinned message there, which basically tomorrow around, I would say lunchtime or early afternoon, we'll send out the links to everybody who's in the Citadel. You'll get basically an email, right? The email that you use to sign in and log in or sign up to the Citadel. That email you'll get, check your spam, check all that stuff, right? You'll get an email that says, hey, how many renewals have you done in the Citadel? So how much discount can you apply from the Citadel to there? If you need to pay in crypto, it'll also give you that option. And so you can basically add, let's say you have 2 Citadel renewals. That's $100 off, $50 each, right?
Right.
So that's $100 there. You pay 15% discount. So instead of $997, it's $847.
Gotcha.
Right. So you can bring it down, right? If you've been in the Citadel, let's say two months or 3 months, right? You can bring it down to basically about $747.
Yeah.
747, baby.
Not bad.
That's what we're about to get on. But but it's one of these things where it's like, damn, it's a pretty good deal. So the more you just kind of are active in the crypto space, active in the Moon Gang, active in the crypto mindset course, the cheaper it becomes.
Yeah, and that's why we put the crypto payment option is, one, to make it cheaper for our guys who've taught already how to use crypto and stuff. But two, it's just we want people to be active and hold their own keys and stuff like that. I mean, it's just like we want you guys to be able to have your own MetaMask, your own custody, own a ledger. I mean, I think I did a rant earlier on your stream and stuff when we were talking about ledger, but still, they're still really safe and everything like that. It's just buy your crypto, have it in your wallet, and you can do things from it and stuff. Right. Don't send money from you can, but it's just over time you want to get to the point where you want to send it from a wallet that you control the keys from and stuff.
Yep.
And for that, you are getting rewarded.
Yep.
It. It's beautiful. Dump on us because the prices could go sideways until basically I've said this, or we said this earlier in the stream. The debt, once they pass that debt ceiling, we start shooting back up. Yeah. So it's like they're kicking the can down the road maybe a week to 3 weeks. Then they're going to say, okay, we've decided we're going to raise the debt ceiling $15 trillion higher and stuff. Woo! The market just starts going bananas, and then people go in and say, holy crap, this debt ceiling. They ended up doing more money to greenies. Wow, the frackers got money. This and this and this, and the market starts really going up at that point, and then this triggers this next 2 and some change a month sort of run and stuff. Now, if they're really kicking it down the road, maybe they kick it back until August, then the pump will take another maybe a couple more weeks to happen, and then naturally it'll just come back up because the market wants to go up, right? Like the market really does not really like to be down for very long. It can only support so long unless you have a major catastrophe. And so far, we haven't had these. They're still printing money. The Feds put a backstop to the banks. I mean, we'll teach you everything. All this stuff we're saying, we're going to have courses, modules, and everything to teach you everything. We have 5 pre-recorded webinars for everybody and stuff that they're going to be at launch and stuff like that. We have to get you in the Telegram groups and all this stuff first.
There's a couple things we'll tell you there, but we're basically having those refreshed, and we'll basically we'll tell you once you're in there how that will go, right? In terms of timing and everything. So since we're launching it and we're basically on the plane here, it might take a little bit longer for us to get you into the Telegram, right? So I would say basically tomorrow afternoon, we'll be getting everybody in there. Our assistants will be getting everybody in there. And give it about 24 to 36 hours after you purchase the Crypto Mindset course before you receive the link by email to join the Telegram group. So just a little patience there, FYI.
Now, Mitch Rich, does the Citadel get access to the PulseChain launch webinars and fight clips? Now, the initial ones, yes, but there's more advanced ones that are going to be for
not all the details.
Not all the details, but we'll get you enough to get started and make sure that you don't make these critical errors.
Yeah, we want to make sure you guys are safe.
Yeah, and and for most of you guys, the thing is mostly just onboarding new capital, getting in these good prices, and then once we figure out some patterns in it as well as what's a good price for it, then we can really make some good moves. And now we're in the inning, we're in the game at this point. And there's tons of yield farming opportunities, but we'll tell you what's kind of safe stuff versus this is very degenerate and everything else like that and stuff. Be warned. I'm giving this warning right now. Incentive token. Be very careful. I'm telling you this right now. Very few people are damn it, I don't want to say it. And that's because I love some of these guys. Like some of these guys YouTube me about some of this stuff. I'm just like, come on, like, but yeah, it's fine. I get it. You know, you have to talk about stuff, but there will be fight clubs and stuff like that. There always will still be fight clubs. It'll be a part of it, but we'll always take care of our crypto mindset guys. We have to make sure we train up the next flock, the next Spartans class and stuff like that, and get them up to snuff. But if PulseChain launches, that course is going to be the one that's going to be really taken care of,
right?
When it comes to that, and that's what it is, man.
Good stuff. It looks like we have our first and second number one Moonganger.
Woo!
It looks like, as far as I kind of have to go back and double check this, but it looks like I won't say their full names, right? I'll say Muhammad P. Basically, he is our number one Moonganger for Q2 Crypto Mindset course. Jumping in here, I'd love to see it. And
I think it's in the chat. I think it's Yasser Muhammad in the chat.
Could be.
Yo, shout out to the boy. If that's you, hey.
He's been with us a while. I like it. And then we got Tristan C. As our number two Moonganger for the Q2 Crypto Mindset course. As far as I'm aware, I'll have to go back and double check that. We want to make sure to give you guys your flowers in the Telegram once you join. But then we'll also have, well, it's just fun to play around it and with that stuff. But it's good to see you guys filing in here and getting at it because this is only open for 5 days. Remember that.
Just get in. Look, if you haven't taken the course in a long time, look, you don't understand how much we took care of our last guys. We really did. We've used 2 courses and then some.
Right.
And then some. I mean, we really did. We bought the lows. Everyone was saying we were full of shit. We bought the lows on the market. We were fucking actively DCAing. I have never streamed so much in my life. Neither has Charlie. We're clips. I mean, clips, shorts, Instagrams. We're making Facebooks now. We're doing all kinds of stuff and everything like that just to get the word out and everything. We got into all these projects. Like a lot of our projects we've invested into have done very well. They haven't rugged. It's just a waiting game. We teach people about the VC mindset. We're going to teach you all these mindset rules, the rule of 3. I mean, unit bias, everything, LP pools. I mean, everything you need to know about some stuff, especially yield farming, because we made a lot of money yield farming.
Right.
And we'll teach you kind of the yays and nays to yield farming. And sometimes some yield farms aren't worth the squeeze.
Well, it could be very dangerous to yield farm in the wrong spots because this is what we'll talk about. You talked a little bit about Ethereum, right, with its yield before.
Right.
We're going to also talk about real yield versus inflationary yield, right? Because inflationary yield was the main thing in the last bull market that was relied upon, whereas Ethereum now has 3 to 4% in real yield, right? And then also there's other projects like GMX that have real yield, looks rare, all this stuff, right? Where I think a lot of the crypto market is going to start going towards that, especially the more Wall Street comes into this market.
And anyone who's taken our courses from, I would say, Crypto Mindset Quarter 2 in 2021 knows that we spotted this out since Illuvium originally with their market, with their model. And this model ended up permeating, like it's become the market model now.
Right.
It really has. Now, there's different mechanisms. Some of it's more physical, like people physically have to move the money around for it to rebuy, versus something like GMX, which has auto stuff, or it looks rare. There's a lot of different, and we found some new ones as well. We have new degenerate plays, always. But condom wallets. I'll say this right now, condom wallets. That means these projects, some of these, you put them on this wallet, if they have a high likelihood they can go down, but there's a high likelihood that they're going to make some money as well. Yep. So we just put them in their own little safe. If they implode, they implode in that wallet. Doesn't hurt any of the other wallets.
Yep.
Just these rules of thumb. We make sure we teach you guys the basics, and we keep practicing the basics and the intermediate stuff and some of the advanced stuff, because you master the basics, you can master the advanced stuff. You guys that try to master the advanced stuff and just get wrecked along the way. This happens time after time after time. It's sad to see. I mean, it's really like a lot of time people just lose it all over the simplest shit. It really is just missing a letter accidentally when they copy and paste. They click a letter on the. I've seen that happen to people. They push the letter 5 on the when they have an address. They add an extra number. It sends gone into the ether.
Damn. That's not a fun day.
Or they manually type shit, which I know there is some old stuff you have, like there is some old school stuff where you have to type it in. This is it's pretty phased out already. But I've seen it. I've seen people sweating bullets when you're manually typing in an address. My God, because one mistake and it's over.
Yep.
Now, no, thank you, Mitch. Hey, no problem. And the cool thing is you can write this off as education. This is education. You can people have been able to write this off for their work as well and stuff like that. Because some people have had their job actually pay this as education, legitimately. This is, I mean, we are the biggest cryptocurrency education course in the world. Like this, I mean, people's jobs have paid for this advanced this teaching and stuff. And we've had over 12,000 students through these courses and stuff, and we'll continue more. Soon enough, we'll be at 1 million served McDonald's.
I like it. Yeah, and I was trying to log into one of the things here to give anybody else who's signing up a little bit of their flowers or whatever. But
okay.
Yeah, I gotta sign into one other thing to be able to get into that. But yeah. Anyways, no, it's there's a lot of mistakes people could make, and we just want to help make sure that people don't make those.
Okay, I want you to write it, Chad. If you just bought the course right now, write in Chad in the chat. I'm gonna give you your flowers right now.
Boom, baby. There we go.
Hit a Pepe right now as we wait for it. Right, Chad. Sheesh.
Nice. We got IO in the chat, I think. Sorry. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one, but I know IO had jumped in earlier.
IO Akala, man. Chad, man, thank you for joining it once again, man. And this is going to be a great one. We got a little special thing at the end of this course as well for the guys. I ain't going to say it right here. This is for the course guys only. We always got shit cooking.
And stuff I think people wouldn't be able to guess.
Right.
Yeah.
We got a lot of cool things cooking and stuff like the crypto mindset. Q2 is going to get before anyone else. I mean, actually, the other guys might not even be able to get it. What am I talking about? We'll see. We'll see, you guys. But Raul Pena, Chad, thank you so much for joining, man. Welcome aboard, man. Welcome to the family. This is going to be a killer one. Chad, what if my name is Chad?
Well, then you got to go in.
You got to go in, man. You guys, I mean, trust me, like, it's an investment on your education. It'll keep you hyper focused. We treat this like you a wind up toy. You wind yourself up, and those extra couple months you're more hyper paying attention. You could catch something because as you have more and more capital to play in the market, one more correct move, a slightly couple degrees to the right, and you hit so much more gains. It's insane. Or it's the gains that keep you from like, oh wow, the market crashed back down. Oh well, at least I'm kind of break even now. And then the market regains back, and you're like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And this happens and stuff. And like, you're not like most other people that are teaching crypto and stuff. They're just telling you to all in one coin, and if it doesn't work out, they kind of block you, and then off to the next. We're just milling people, milling. Yeah. That's not how you do it at all, man. But Chad, man, welcome aboard, man. Greg A, salute to you, man. Concerned black man. Yo, Chad. Yo, shout out, bro.
That's great.
BBC gang, we up. Yeah. Invictus, Chad. Hey, welcome, sir. Woo!
Nice.
KH didn't buy the course yet, but I just want you to hear that I'm a Chad. Well, I don't know. You didn't buy the course yet. Almost. I call you Chad Light, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Not yet.
GC, I know you'll get in, bro. I know you will, man.
Yeah. Anybody who's in the Citadel who's going to use that discount is already a Chad, basically.
It's already Chad already, man. Shout out to the Citadel, you guys, man. But here's a link one more time for the guys right now. And as soon as the stream's done, I will put this in the description box. I'll add it to the description box right now in a minute. Shout out to Black Label Expat, man. 9-course alumni here. It is worth it, dude.
That's all you need to know, right?
That's all you need to know, man. Happy customer. But, yeah. But any final thoughts, Charlie?
Get in the course or have fun staying poor. I mean, it's one of those things where it's just like, there's no better time to get into crypto and really understand it and learn it except for now, right? Yeah. Now is always the best time because you only have, the time that you're given. Time is a limited resource. Make sure that you get in on this train before it leaves the station totally.
Right. Now, we launched it 2 hours early for you guys because we love you and we're going to be on a plane ride. But take advantage of that. I'm telling you, every single year we've done this. Every single quarter, a month later, a week later, 3 days later, can we get in? Can we get in?
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, we've given you another like 2 extra hours on this. Basically, you have 5 days to get in. Get your stuff together, figure out a way to get in. And trust me, It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good week.
I think it's going to be one of the best.
One of the best.
Yep.
We're gonna take advantage of all the tokens that haven't pumped, tokens that have dumped down. We evaluate if they're good or not. I mean, everything. No matter what happens, we have a plan of action to take advantage of it, and then we're gonna continue on because crypto is a game of attrition. But with that, thank you so much for joining us, man. And we'll catch you guys in Miami on Fresh and Fit tomorrow, and at a stream. I think we're streaming on your channel tomorrow first.
Yeah, we'll jump on my stream in the afternoon. Cultivate Crypto on YouTube at like maybe 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, somewhere in there. We'll probably jump on and we'll be talking all crypto things, take an AMA approach to that tomorrow, and then we'll jump on Fresh and Fit, and then we'll probably be we're jumping on your show now, so we don't have to do it tomorrow, but then the next day, like basically throughout the entire weekend, we'll be on both of our streams as well as going on guest streams throughout the weekend. So you guys basically have, for the next 5 days, right? 5 or 6 days, you basically have as much Cultivate Crypto DCC content as possible. Follow us around on YouTube. And as you do, ask questions in the chat. We'll try to answer the ones we can. And we're happy to help you guys out as you get into the Q2 course.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And let me tell you this right now. As this market continues on, the market's getting hotter and hotter. We're not changing the price. We're just here to serve you guys. We're trying to help as many people as possible in the crypto space and stuff. And hey, thank you so much for believing in us, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Later.